And we are now recording, Sharon, and how lovely to be having this conversation with you half the way round the world. Thank you, Zoom.
Yep. Yes, thank
And
you,
you're a laughing,
Zoom.
yeah, well, yes, and you're a laughter yoga teacher and a well-being presenter. And we have a mutual friend in the fabulous Merv Neal. Um,
Oh, Merv. Oh,
yes, yeah.
Merv
And
has
so,
helped me endlessly.
well, how fantastic! How fantastic!
Yes.
Um,
He's like an
um,
unofficial business mentor.
he is great, isn't he?
Yes.
And he's really
Yes.
walked it. He really knows his stuff, and what he says it comes from his heart and from experience. It's just fantastic, isn't
Yes.
it? Um,
Merv has shown me a lot of professionalism, and I continue to take that with me with my work every day. Good
Amazing,
on you,
amazing.
Merv.
Yes. See, Murph has also been he's also been a guest on these no in these Global Joy interviews.
Yes.
As with him,
Well, only the
as with
best will
you,
do, Joe.
you what?
Only
And
the
the
best will
But of
do.
course, of course, and of course,
So I should start with saying this. G'day, mate.
well, there you go. That makes it quite clear which part of the world you're in. But also, then, Sharon. So, what is
Yes.
joy? No, what is joy? Because the first question is, what is joy? What does joy mean to you? What is it for you, Sharon?
Well, it's an internal feeling that bubbles up from the inside and it seems to spread out in all directions. And when you feel it, you absolutely know that you're experiencing joy because most of our lives, we're not really, to be honest, and we're having a human experience with the highs and lows. But when you experience joy and you feel it from the inside going out and then it reflects around you, it touches everyone you come into contact with, and it's a wonderful feeling if you can hold on to it as often as possible.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. Um, um, uh, so it's a thing that it bubbles up from the inside and it then sort of
Yes.
radiates out and it affects everyone and everything around. No,
Yes.
how amazing! How amazing! And see, the second question then is how important? How important is this feeling to you? This experience?
Well, it's vitally important to me. I had a fairly unhappy childhood. I had a mother with depression and anxiety, an absent father. There was violence. We were abducted. There was a lot of horrible stuff. My mother's suicide attempts. So I was the class clown at school, and I'd come home and I'd worry. So as an adult now, I try and give myself as many joyful moments as possible because I
Yes.
didn't have them growing up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Um, um, uh, and so it's become um, uh, it's sort of like an antidote and like a remedy and like a well, I've made it this far, so I'm really going to I'm going to make the best of it I possibly can. Is that right? Was that the,
Exactly right. And also, with the work I do, a lot of the corporate work and work with seniors and community groups, I like to spread out because I love presenting laughter workshops
yeah,
to everyone. And I
yeah,
find that when I'm doing that, I'm in my joy zone, and then that
yes.
affects other people and lifts up the room because I do have a background in performing in stand-up comedy.
Oh,
So
great.
when I used to
Yes.
do that, I felt very, very happy. Taken a break from that for some years to focus on my day job. But I do love connecting with people. And I find that when you're feeling joyful and happy, you spread it round. And people who have, you don't know what kind of lives they're living or what they're
Yeah,
dealing with. Just watching the news is enough. It
yeah.
can trigger your childhood traumas. So if you're feeling good and feeling strong in yourself, calm, happy, joyful feelings, they spread out. So it's something
Yes.
I personally work on, but when I get there, it's wonderful.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh,
Yeah.
Calm, happy, joyful feelings. How amazing. What a wonderful thing to put our attention on. Um,
Could be a title for a song.
well, that can be an interview number two.
Yes.
Um,
You don't want to
no,
hear me sing, but you might.
Well, it's great because it is, there's all this awareness now, isn't there, about the contagiousness of emotions. Um,
Oh
and,
yes, all
and
kinds of
because,
emotions. Yes,
yes,
we as you know so much about the neuroplasticity of our brain, we grow those
yes,
mirror neurons to reflect the people we're around and the people we're surrounded by. So in the
yes,
workplace or in friendships or at home, it's so important to surround yourself with people that will create the right mirror neurons to
yes,
help your life as well as theirs.
yes, yes. And so, given that we can, though, we can influence and improve our life in this way. Um, what would be your top joy tip, Sharon? What's your kind of your go-to when you need to give yourself a joy boost? What is it that you like to do?
Well, I do have to say, just prior to we started recording our conversation now, you were having a lovely cup of tea, and I was saying that to deal with a lot of things going on in the news, yes, there it goes. I have been watching my good old-fashioned English. My mother was English, my grandparents were English, so English humour from yesteryear, even though it may not be up to today's level of political correctness. I love
Yep,
Father Ted and
yep,
keeping up appearances. I go and I
yep,
zone out and I just absorb that and go into that world of silly,
yep.
ridiculous humor. And I don't have to think too much. And I also might make a nice cup of tea, like Mrs. Dawes saying,
Yes,
"Would you like a cup of tea, Father?" Oh,
yes,
good, good. And it's all the catchphrases. That's one thing I would highly recommend and something that works for me. Put on something funny. I know that's different to laughter yoga where we use our internal intentional laughter. But
yep,
this is also another side I find great deal
yes,
of stress relief. Watching comedy, watching something that appeals to you, maybe turn off the news. Don't watch
yes,
anything with violence or horror. I
yep,
like romantic comedies, of course, but just something funny and
yes,
light and uplifting. And my other top tip would be get out into nature. I grew up near the
yes,
beach.
yes,
I love the blue. I love
yep,
the ocean. I love the smell of it. My brain waves
yes,
start creating that same the thing that the waves have. You get the
yes,
all of those electrons coming up from the sand, uh, all the
yes.
sea
Ye-
spray. Beautiful.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Um, um, uh, so it's worth, so in a way, it's like um one of the things I'm hearing is it's making a point of when we need to of really doing the things that bring us joy, whatever they are, actually
Yes.
remembering to do them. Right. So watching a bit of sort of Father Ted or Monty Python or or kids
Yes.
or
Anything
what have
silly.
you. Yes,
Whatever
yes, yeah,
is your version of something that will be comedically funny to you, because everyone has a different sense of humor and likes
yes,
different things. But I just
yes,
find I just put something on, it's relaxing.
yeah,
And as I say, it breaks the cycle of stress and
yeah,
constant worry.
yeah,
You do these things in psychology where you're patting your body, you're looking around
yeah,
at something. So that takes you out of panic mode and the stress
yeah,
response. So I just find taking a break is it's a
yes,
wonderful human vacation to watch something
yes,
funny and also out into nature. For me, it's the beach and the ocean. And also I love autumn trees. So we're just going into autumn in Sydney, Australia. And I go and have my favourite streets and I walk around and look at the beautiful red trees and I find a great deal of joy and comfort in that.
amazing,
Never thought I'd be a tree
amazing.
person, but I am.
um, well, this is fantastic. It's lovely because um, um, you've been active in the laughter yoga and the well-being sort of field for quite some time now, and
Yeah,
um,
since
and hearing
2013.
do that. Well, that's quite a few years now.
Yes,
Um,
I'm getting on a
um,
bit. I'm getting on a bit, Joe. What was that? Hey, hey. Yes, that was
well,
Kylie Willows was my master trainer. Then I went to New York in 2017 to do my teacher training with the wonderful Robert Rivest.
yes, 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 amazing, amazing.
International mime and expert in the field of laughter,
Yep,
qigong, and mindfulness.
yep, yep. Well, it's amazing because it'll be really encouraging for people still watching and listening to this. You know, it's the reminder. It's the reminder to go out, to do the things to remember to do the things that lift us and just sort of
Mm,
energize and sort of feed this inner joy. Is remembering to do them when we need to do them. Um, uh,
exactly right, Joe, because we get so caught up with our adult lives, or we're remembering things from our growing up years and we get
yep.
triggered. And then you just go into that panic mode. And I cut out that, and I say, no, you need to go for a walk. You need to go and
Yes.
look at the blue ocean. You need to breathe it in
Yes.
and see the
Yes.
expanse of it, so it takes you out of your
Yes.
head, because I think too much. So a
Yep.
good walk,
Yep.
looking at beautiful autumn trees as well as the ocean, and then
Yep.
watching something funny would be my top tips. With a nice cup of tea, Father. Would you like one? Go on, go on. Just a drop.
Amazing. Sharon, this is amazing. Thank you very, very much. It's been a lovely conversation. Lovely
Thank
sharing
you.
this
Lovely
time with you,
to chat
Sharon.
with you, Joe. And I've got a little friend here who'd like to say, good eye, mate.
Oh yes,
Good
hello.
eye.
Yes, yes. How sweet. How lovely. Yeah. Well,
Good eye, mate.
maybe he'd like a cup of
It's
tea.
Kevin the
Maybe he'd like.
koala. Yes. He said,
Yeah.
one day we might meet in person. Until
Well,
then, all the very best, Joe, and lovely to chat with you all the way from England to
very
Australia.
much.
I'm going to go
Yes.
and eat some eucalyptus leaves now. Bye, mate.
Wonderful, Sharon. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you then. Bye
Thank you,
bye
Joe.
now.
Lovely to see
Bye
you and
bye.
meet you. Bye.
Bye bye.